from this pattern of self-consciousness, self-centeredness, into love-centeredness, this more vast and soulic aspect of ourselves. And the Christ tells us to, or the commandment of loving God with all of your heart, with all of your mind, with all of your soul. And also to love our neighbors as we love the self, always helping to encourage us to go from this more ego-centered way into the divine love, the evolution of the heart, as Dan spoke of, that we're moving from fear and separateness into the embodiment of compassion and unity. And the third point is the law of cause and effect. Our actions matter. And we know most religions and spiritual practices and schools recognize this moral and spiritual law. As the Christ teaches us, so what we sow is what we reap. Our actions shape our consciousness, and truly growth brings that sense of responsibility, that we become responsible of what we think and what we say and what we do. And we also become responsible of our feelings, helping to bring in more purity and refinement in all of who we are. And then we move to death and rebirth, which is inner transformation. And that brings us really to this time as we approach Easter, for Easter is the epitome of this death and rebirth, where we are dying to old patterns and bringing in that which is new. And we know that this transformation requires our surrender and our intention and our commitment to renewal. As we come to this time of Easter with the symbolize how Christ symbolizes through his death and resurrection as our ultimate inspiration. And then unity behind diversity. And this seems to bring us into more the mystical dimension. How mystics speak of union, where separation is ultimately an illusion, and ultimately we know that we are one with the divine. It's just a process for us to actually realize that. And the sixth one is call to service. For when we become more mature in our spirituality, then service is expressed. And our Lord encourages us to serve those the least among us, to truly help people and to bring them back into love.